everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today, as you've seen in the video title and thumbnail, I'm going to be giving my thoughts on the second most recent game of the Halo franchise, Halo 5. And well, a lot of my thoughts from Halo 4 last week can kind of be transferred over here. As I've said throughout all the videos on this series so far, the music is always a win. I've never heard a bad piece of music from any Halo game, so you will never, ever hear me bash the music, or even dislike it. I love, literally, all 8 soundtracks from the main games. Now, Halo 5. Gameplay-wise, I like it. It introduces a new mechanic which helps with the speed of your characters, much like the sprinting in Halo Reach and Halo 4. But this time, you have that as in addition to a thruster pack, which literally allows you to basically do a very short jetpack burst in any direction. Up, down, backward, forward, left, right. Really handy in terms of evasion and doing long distance jumps that you normally wouldn't be able to do. Even though you're a Spartan, there are still some jumps that are a bit too far for you to get across. And that's where the thruster pack comes in, and I've got to say, really like that. Couldn't quite master it, to be honest. It's going to take a lot of practice. But I did like that it was there, and it could be used in a lot of situations. Now, moving on to the characters in this game, because, oh my god, there's a lot. Ho, ho, ho. Well, for starters, we have, of course, Captain Lasky from the last game, as well as his AI, Roland. And yes, the AI come in very important very soon, as you all know if you've played this game. Now, we also have Master Chief with Blue Team. Yep, we finally get to meet them. We meet Kelly, we meet Fred, and we meet the elusive Linda, who was actually first seen, kind of, in Halo Combat Evolved, when her stasis pod was next to Master Chief's, but she wasn't there, so she'd already been deployed by the looks of it, because here she is in Halo 5, and I was so happy to see her, because I've always wondered what happened to her, and then I saw her in this game, I thought, oh, there she is, hey! So I was very happy to see Linda included, as well as Kelly and Fred. They were both incredibly cool Spartans. In fact, I kind of loved all Spartans in this game, surprisingly, I know. But next we have Fireteam Osiris, who were the team kind of given the task of hunting down Chief for, I think it was desertion, but this team I also really liked, and one member in particular. If you guys remember one of my other videos, you'll know who this is. But we have the leader of the team, Spartan Locke, who seems to be a very kind of chief-ish in some ways. He's very stern, very strong leader, and actually a former Office of Naval Intelligence agent, which was alluded to when he met another character, which I'll come back to in a few minutes. And of course we have Holly Tanaka as well as Olympia Vale, and the one that I was so happy to see return, Spartan Edward Buck. Yep, Buck from Halo 3 ODST is finally back, and he's been upgraded. He is no longer an ODST, he is now a Spartan, and my god, he is good at it. Honestly, I was so happy to see him back. It was just phenomenal to see him again, and to hear Nathan Fillion's voice. It was so good. Like, Halo, Nathan Fillion was made for Halo, I think. He's good. He's really good at playing Edward Buck. As well as, I've noticed, a few Marines throughout the series, which is also really cool. But yeah, I do love the main 8 Spartans. I'll admit, though, the fight between Locke and Chief was a bit disappointing, because it was over so quick. Like, it did not take long. It only took a few seconds, really, and I was a bit disappointed. I wish it had gone on a bit longer just to see how strong these two very experienced, well, one more experienced Spartan versus a fairly new one. I wanted to see how those two would get on in a fight. Unfortunately, we didn't really get that. Now, but there is one more character I want to bring up. Because, as I said a moment ago, it was alluded to the fact that Locke was an agent in the Office of Naval Intelligence by the Arbiter. Yes, the Arbiter has returned. the first character other than Chief to return from the Bungie era of Halo, and I was so happy to see him. Oh my god. I know we only saw him for a little bit. He wasn't in the game much, which, in my opinion, is a massive shame. But hey, we got him back. We know he's alive. We know he survived the 4 years between 3 and 4. So I can't wait to see him again in the future. Please let us see him again in the future, 343. Please. Now, the story of this game is where Okay, we know Cortana cured rampancy between Halo 4 and Halo 5. Woohoo! Big up, well done Cortana. However, in spite of that, she still turned evil. Like, I thought curing the rampancy would have made her stable, because what rampancy does to an AI, it literally makes their mind fall apart, which would have led to Cortana going evil as she did in this game. However, since she cured it, that shouldn't have really happened. So, yeah. I know I'm not the only one who isn't a fan of the whole evil Cortana arc, and in fact, the evil AI, because almost all the AI in the UNSC turn evil to Cortana's side. So, yeah, I know a lot of people aren't a fan of that. Unfortunately, I'm in that camp. It's a bit weird. I was very sad to see Cortana go as well. Like, it had to be Cortana, didn't it? Like, of all the AI they could have turned, it was her. And that just hurts. Because, you know, Cortana has been there for Chief through thick and thin throughout the first 4 Halo games. Well, yeah, first 4 Halo games that he was in. So, to see her just turn like this really made me sad. Of course, she still cared for John deeply, but it just didn't seem like Cortana to me. And the whole Osiris chasing down Blue Team, that was pretty cool, but unfortunately didn't last long once Osiris realised what was happening with Chief and Cortana and what was going on there. So they switched over to his side pretty quickly, which obviously Chief needed the help. But yeah, I'm just feeling a bit weird on how the story went. So yeah, the story didn't really have much else to it, though. That was kind of the whole thing, and don't get me wrong, it was well done. I just don't think that it should have been done, in my opinion. Yeah. But gameplay-wise, I really like the game. But yeah, I suppose that's going to do it for this week's thoughts on Halo 5. So please, like the vid, subscribe to mine and Roxo's channels. Her link's in the description, my button is down there. Please click those, then the bells, to get both sets of our notifications. Comment as well, because why the heck not, and let me know what you think of this game. I know not a lot of people like this one, I've got to be honest, but I kind of do. And just that too, please follow me on my social medias. They'll be in the link tree in the description. Below it's going to be Roxanne's website. And lastly, please do share the vid with your friends so they can join that infinite loop of liking, subscribing, commenting, following, and sharing around and around and around that loop. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. Well, actually, my F1 stream. Goodbye!